The one and only.
The one and only, the one and only. Back with
The one and only.
Okay, so before we get started, we're first gonna introduce ourselves. So the person on my right is,
Me, and that's Kitty. Hello, guys.
and you already know me. I'm the host, aka Dede. You know. And my first question to start off is, what school do you go to? And is the school you wanted to go to? Wait. And is the school that you wanted to go to? If not, what's your first pick?
Well, the school I go to right now is Gateway Academy, but it's not the school that I wanted to go to. The school I wanted to go to was Arts High School, which I did eventually, but I also wanted to go to Eastside. Eastside was my original first pick before anything. And I only wanted to go there because I had a lot of bilingual friends who was going there. So it's kind of my reason.
Okay, well, another question. What was your experience at arts?
My experience at arts was so fun. Like there was other people like me,
Mhm.
other people that wanted to draw, dance, sing. Everybody had talent there, so I felt like I wasn't like, outcasted. I found a lot of people that styled like me, like their hair was unique, their style, everybody had piercings and stuff. So I just felt like I belonged there.
All right. Well, the school I go to, I also go to Gateway. Before I went to arts, my experience at arts, I feel like it could have been way better, but the people, like the students there, like they were always there for each other. Like no
Mhm.
matter what, like you can be in an argument with somebody, and eventually, like they'll come, they'll help you out here
Yeah.
and there. Like I feel like arts high school is just really loving and stuff.
Yeah.
But the teachers, I can't say too much for them.
Can't say too much about that one.
But right now, Gateway is cool. It's cool. It's cool. Whole bunch of teachers who love us. Like,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Mr.
He's always
Champon.
in the hallway.
Shout out to Mr. Champon. We love Mr. Champon, even though
Mhm.
he's leaving soon. It's okay. We love him so much.
Yeah.
So for our next question is, what's something about being a teenager today that adults completely misunderstand?
Something that's actually a good question. I love this question because it's a lot of things that adults like, forget when they were a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
But wanting to have piercings and wanting to party and stay out late night, they always like, oh, I never done that as a teenager. Yes, you did. Because most likely I asked my grandmother, my grandfather, they're gonna say you were similar to me. But then it's like, I don't know. It's more so with me. I want to go out. I want to party and I want to be out late nights. But I would like, I get it. I get where they're coming from because safety reasons.
Yeah.
But as long as I call you, as long as I text you, I'm good. Then
Yeah.
we good, right? Like, come on.
Yeah, I get that. I feel like for me, like adults don't really understand. Like they'll be like the type to either like control your life or
Mhm.
they'll like I get like you want to be like overprotective, you want to know our business stuff like that.
Our
Cause I get like we're
whereabouts.
young. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. But like, sometimes I feel like as a teenager, we all should have like our personal space and have a choice into doing something that we
As we
truly want to do.
grow, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's okay to make mistakes because when you make a mistake, then you're going to be like, dang, you did tell me that, but I did it anyway.
And that's the same way how they are the way they are now. They made that mistake and they learned from it. Now they feel like they're better at whatever they made a mistake in because I feel like if you don't fall on your head, you're not going to have no type of experience. You're not going to be prepared for nothing.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Okay. For our third question actually. How do social media and online trends influence your daily life and your self-confidence?
Well, me, I'm trying to be famous. So obviously when I get them likes start strolling in, I automatically think money.
Right.
When I think money and I see likes and I see people love what I post more. And it really influences me little by little. I don't get influenced by, oh, I want this body type because she has, no. I get influenced by what other people is having trending. Then I go and do it so I can make myself that money.
Okay. I feel like every time a new trend come out, I'm always following behind it. Like
Mhm.
I feel like, for example, we got the young thingy stuff. We got that.
Scuba.
You got scuba. Like, it's a whole bunch of stuff, and then it's that one dance. Shoot, I forgot, but I be doing that on a daily where like I just can't. It's kind of like brain rot, but like just worse. Like you're just addicted to
But
it.
it
Like
can get real tiring so quick.
it really could. Like as soon once I promise you, once the next trend come out, everybody gonna forget
All
that
about
other
baby
stuff.
boo, all about scuba.
Literally. Okay, so for our fourth question is, what kind of pressures do you feel at school academically and socially, and how do you deal with them?
Well, academically, I don't feel any pressure from my teachers. They just give you the work and it's up to you to do it. But I do feel the pressure academically at home. I feel like if my parents are disappointed, that I'm basically a failure in life. And so I try my hardest to be up there.
Yeah.
And every A I get $100. So I'm trying to be up there for real. But socially the pressure I feel is peer pressuring far as smoke. I always tell people I've always been like this since I was younger.
Yeah.
Got offered a vape, got offered a cigarette, got offered this, and I keep telling them no. To the point that people are just around me will know that I don't like smoking. I will never, it's too much peer pressure with smoking this day and age, and I don't really deal with that.
Yeah, I totally understand that too. I feel like my teachers academically, my teachers are really supportive. Like if I need help, they always there. No matter what. Like Miss Keo, she always there for me. A Chompong especially, he's always on my back. Like if I don't finish something, he always on my back. He'd be like, "Come on, like you got this. If you want to pass, if you want to get through the year, you gotta, Especially Miss Keo too. She be like, "Sade, you gotta focus." I shout out to all my teachers at Gateway. They really cool. Like I mess with them heavy. Like they always keep me on my back, keep me on my toes. Even though like, especially when I'm having a bad day, like they be like, "Oh yeah, just go to the Zen Den or like go to one of your counselors." Like they'll
be giving us our breaks.
Exactly. Socially, I feel like I could get peer pressured into doing certain things. Like if somebody continuously, like, don't get me wrong, I am a people's pleaser. Like that's just something I have to get out of because people would just take advantage of that. So I also do have to work on that because I don't want to be taken advantage of. And 2026, I low-key been doing better. Like I've been saying no more. Like I'd be like, nah, I'm cool. Like I'm getting rid of all the toxicity out of my life because I just recently ended a couple of friendships last weekend because they were either toxic or they were just like, for example, this one girl, I'm saying no names. This one girl, our friendship was just mad toxic. We just like, don't get me wrong, like love her to death, but like, like it gets to a point and she always got mad at me for no reason. So I feel like sometimes you just got to get rid of all the toxicity and, do better for yourself in general. And yeah, our sixth question is, who inspires you the most right now and why do they stand out to you?
All right, so who inspires me the most? As far as like me wanting to be like famous and stuff, I'd say it's Coco Jones. When I first saw her on Let It Shine when I was younger, I was like, that could be me. Like we were both dark skinned, just the singing, the talent, the dressing up, her style. She's like such an inspiration to me. So like if Coco Jones was to ever meet me one day, I'd be like crying because she's my inspiration since I was a baby. And then at home, far as like wanting to be a lawyer and all that, I think it's my aunt and my uncle. Although they're like really tough on me sometimes, I really appreciate that because then I could be somebody one day. I'm not gonna be like out there in the streets. They're my big inspiration. I love them so much.
Oh, that's so sweet. I feel like somebody who inspires me, I would say, Mr. Sayas. When I went to NJ Leap, I actually wanted to be a lawyer before like I started doing all this extra stuff. Before he like really inspired me to like push forward and like do what I gotta do in order for me to get what I want. So, and if I'm not doing what I gotta do, I know I'm not finna get what I want because if you want something, you have to push yourself in order to get where you want to get. And to get what you want exactly. Also my mom, she also inspires me because she shows like she gives me like that kindness side, like even though like she struggled a lot, she will always be there for somebody. Like for example, like she used to have like these little batches of like food for like the homeless. So if she's seen them, like she'll give them out. Like she was really like, she inspired me to be a good person, not be like one of those bad kids in school, like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna do my work because blah blah blah. She inspired me to like, be kind to others and be treated how you want to be treated. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and for our final question, if you could change one thing about high school culture, what would it be and why?
Can you elaborate on that?
Like I would say maybe like, maybe change like uniform, like certain things they do. Like
yeah. All right. Let me tell you something. Based off of Descendants and High School Musical, I would change everything. The way how the school looks, period. We need more colors. Don't nobody want to wake up early in the morning to like, gloomy colors, gray, dark brown. And I don't, And then we're stopping the creativity and the unique in these students by giving them uniform. Nowadays, in this day and age, maybe when you was younger, oh, you got fake Nikes. Now you come to school with something fake as long as it's swag. Like I promise you, if we had no uniform, the place, man, that school would be the best place ever. And then we also need more outside time. I got to high school thinking we're gonna have recess, we're gonna be outside at a certain period. No. They think teenagers need to stay in this high school forever, no outside till after school in the morning. No, we need a break. When it's lunchtime, I wanna have like this air. You see how
that outside,
you get to walk outside, talk with our friend, do work outside, like
maybe like do like a little something here and there, like
yeah,
something to do it outside,
right? And last but not least, no computers. I feel like it's stripping us away from, we need to be writing manually. We need to be doing more paperwork. I don't mess with
I remember at elementary school, we used to always do paperwork. Like, it was never
books, chapter books, workbooks. Like, come on.
Like, it was never no computer.
Then it's easier for me to do my work because instead of, oh my God, all these assignments piling up, just hand me my paper and I'll have it to you back. Done.
Exactly. I feel like we definitely need to change the uniform, because I feel like everybody is unique in their own way, and as long as it's not inappropriate, I feel like we should be able to wear whatever we want.
Right.
Like, okay, I get the shorts, it gotta be a certain length. Okay, I'm cool with that. The skirts too. Like, I don't want to be walking down the hallway seeing booty. I don't want to see I want to see none of that. So like, I feel like, we should be able we should be able to where we want to wear, do what we gotta do in order, like, as long as we working and stuff. Okay, I get the phone policy, but I feel like we should also keep our phones, because like, what if somebody breaking into school,
exactly,
trying to shoot us up or something,
And since they keep saying we young adults, I feel like instead of them saying, oh, we're going to take your phones. Nah, like I said, leave it up to us. Like, you shouldn't be taking our phones and stuff. In college, they say they're preparing us for college, but they're not going to take our phones. They're not going to be honest the way how y'all are. So leave that up to us. If we decide to be on our phone instead of class, then guess who has to repeat it? Exactly. Not the teachers, us. And that's going to be on our own conscience. So they should really leave that up to us.
Yeah, I really get that too, because at the end of the day, it's what we're gonna have to deal with in the future.
Right.
So I feel like taking the phones away, like, I feel like that would just make everybody mad.
Yeah.
It's gonna make everybody mad. It's gonna make everybody, like, it'd be mad boring. I get it, it'd be mad boring in class. Like, see, when I used to have a MOA, straight sleep. I'm telling you.
But this is coming from people who aren't addicted to their phones. Like, we aren't even addicted to our phones, but this the thought of having it on us, knowing we could pull it out when we want to, text it, a family member, anything. It's just a feeling of having our, phones on us.
Yeah, see, I don't even have my phone in the room right now. It's out there. Like, I'm not even worried about it.
Right.
Because I feel like if I truly need it, I'll grab it. Like, before we started this, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to leave my phone over there. I'm going to let it charge. Like, I ain't even finna touch. I don't really be caring about my phone for real. And people think, oh, yeah, we can't. Like, adults, for example, they think, oh, we can't live without our phone. We're too addicted to it, blah, 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 blah. But at some point, We are. That's another thing because
Yeah.
because adults really be like, oh, we addicted to our phones, but they be the main one.
Literally, my aunt.
Like the main one on the phone. Oh, have you seen this? Have you seen it?
I had a full blown conversation with mine, like, yo, auntie, my day, yo, this happened. Then she like, yeah, And I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, auntie, did you hear anything I said? Did she tell me to repeat it? I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Like that just be a crazy part. But yeah, y'all.
What was your show out?
That's some good little six, seven questions, But I think this finna be the end for right now. For the one and only, Leah and Day.
I had a fun time on this podcast.
Heck yeah, y'all. Y'all will surely see us soon. And we're gonna come back with another banger. Like, come on now. Like, we're so dope. But yeah, y'all. Let me stop talking to y'all. I feel like I'm talking too much. All right, bye, y'all.
Peace out.